Good evening. How's everybody doing? This is JL, the anti-guru, and it's Thoughtful Thursday. Got a little jazz today. This is some copyright-free music since Facebook wants to muffle my videos when I'm playing copyrighted music. So we got some music that is okay to play. But we're going to be talking about In the Pursuit of Purpose by Dr. Miles Monroe. This is a book. Let me turn that down. That groove is pretty good though, ain't it? Yeah. All right, let's just stop that music right there. This is a book. I bought this book, I think it was, man, it's been over 20 years ago. I was in college. And I used to follow this guy. He was a TV evangelist. He's dead now, but somebody that I used to follow. I got a chance to meet him one time. He came to our church and spoke. But he talks a lot about purpose, and this is in regards to, you know, entrepreneurs, business people, or even if you want to be, or just in general, you know, the pursuit of purpose. People, we're all not predisposed, but we all have a built-in desire to find out what our purpose is, you know, why we're here in this world, what are we supposed to be doing, and what we're going to be talking about today. And I'm going to go through this book. I may not go through the whole book, but you know, because it's not a very thick book, but I mean, it kind of changed my view at that time. But we're going to try to understanding purpose, because, and I'm just going to read you off of my notes here. Until purpose is discovered, existence has no meaning, for purpose is the source of fulfillment. So I want to, Cousin Jay, appreciate you coming on. We're talking about the pursuit of purpose today. But like I said, it's coming from a book that I read when I was in college by this guy, Dr. Miles Monroe. But let me give you a scenario about purpose to kind of make this real for you, because some of you may even be in this boat. We're going to call this guy Dr. Clyde Wilson Jr. And he's at a function, Man of the Year. His mom and dad are there. Family members are there, you know, and his mom and dad are really proud because, you know, they sacrificed and worked jobs, you know, so Clyde Jr. could bring honor and respect to the family. But check this out, guys. When he gets up there, you know, after the applause and everything, there's a long silence. And he actually gets up there and he says, you know, I'm sorry, guys. I never even wanted to do this, you know. And so he's riding in the car home. And can you hear me okay? If you can hear me okay, because I got a new mic. If you can see, it's sticking out over here. My baby bought it for me. But I got a new microphone. But, you know, so Clyde Jr. said he never wanted to be a doctor. And, you know, we've all can identify with that. You know, we've been told from birth that we need to pursue certain things. You need to get a good job. You need to make money so you can have things, da-da-da-da-da. I mean, this guy actually wanted to be a musician, you know. So there's millions of people in the world like Clyde Jr. And it doesn't matter, no matter who you are, whether you're black, brown, white, purple, you know, we're all pulled by destiny towards a meaningful and fulfilling life. So, you know, each of us must discover the personal, let me read this. Each of us must discover the personal purpose and pursue that relentlessly, or we will fail to live a rich, whole, and meaningful life. So, I'm gonna be kind of going through the book, and we might it's a couple of chapters in here, but this is chapter 1, and I just want to read a couple of things for you to consider, because again, this is for entrepreneurs, this is for business people, people who are working online. It doesn't matter if you are, and if you're just a regular, average, everyday person. You know, purpose is the original intent for the creation of a thing. The original reason for the existence of a thing, the end for which the means exist, the cause for the creation of a thing. Purpose is the desired result that initiates production. Purpose is the need that makes a manufacturer produce a specific product. Purpose is the destination that prompts the journey. Purpose is the expectation of the source. Purpose is the objective for the subject. Purpose is the aspiration for the inspiration and the object one wills or resolves to have. So all things begin and end with purpose. Purpose is an integral part of who you are. So, if you have, and I know a lot of folks who are out there working jobs, and I'm not bashing you, but I'm sure sometimes you had all these dreams and all these hopes, and you didn't even know what your purpose was. And, you got directed and moved into a certain direction, and you may even be working a job now that you hate because you want the money. You get locked in, So, that's what we're going to be talking about today, because see, here's the thing. If you're trying to figure out your purpose, your existence is the evidence that this generation needs something that your life contains. You need to consider that. You were created for a purpose. I'm not really getting too spiritual because I don't know where everybody's spirituality is, but if you believe in one God, then you're on the right track, But even if you got many gods, I don't know what to tell you about that. But the Creator created you for something specific. And part of our journey is to figure that out. So let me go a little bit deeper because I want to share another quote in here. Here's something deep. No amount of accomplishments can replace the power and the motivation of finding your own special niche and working towards your dreams. Let me say that again. No amount of accomplishment can replace the power and the motivation of finding your own special niche and working towards your dreams. Because a lot of us, we put our dreams on the back burner, and what happens most of the time, reality steps in. But what is reality? You can create your own reality by pursuing your purpose. I also remember there was another quote. Here's the thing. If you pursue your purpose and find it, your provision is inside of your purpose. So everything that you need is going to be given to you if you're pursuing the purpose for which you were created. Like I said, as children, we learn to see academic, professional, and financial achievements as good and failures of any kind as bad. So the measure of achievement we receive from the previous generations has always been outwardly directed. Looks like my internet is a little choppy here today. So if I'm getting stuck, I'm on Wi-Fi. I'm not directly hooked in. So what is purpose? Everything in life has a purpose. Everyone on this planet was born with and for a purpose. So without purpose, life is an experiment, a haphazard journey. And a lot of you probably can identify with that. I know when I was a kid, funny thing, I wanted to be a basketball player. I wanted to play pro basketball. Well, if you know me personally, you know that I'm not a very tall guy. It's not that I'm not athletic, but, I had so many people tell me I couldn't do this. You won't succeed. This won't happen for you. You need to pursue something else. And I searched for years and years to find something that fulfilled me. Now, I finally figured that out. The root of it is that I like to help people. I like to help people grow. I like to help them with their needs. I started out for years. I was a personal trainer and a fitness consultant and a sports nutritionist. And I really thought for a long time that was my purpose. But I struggled in it because that wasn't really what it was. And I also knew that I had this entrepreneurial spirit because I probably worked as many jobs as most of you are all. I probably had 20, 30, I'd say at least 30, 35 jobs in my lifetime. And I haven't lived that long. I'm only 56. But to say that I've had over 30 jobs, that's something that most people might look down upon. But what I was doing, I was searching. I was trying to find my way, and eventually I got into this online space, kind of through a haphazard way. I ended up losing my job and being forced into this because I haven't always been the nice guy you see today. I used to do a lot of bad things. But, you know, once I got into this space and I learned, that's one of the reasons why I do these lives, guys, is because as I learn things, as I grow, I want to share these things with you. You've had about 20 or 25 jobs. I'm glad you like that quote. Your provision is inside your purpose. And I mean, that's the truth. And, you know, and like I said, most of us have had 4 or 5 jobs. I got a couple of friends, though, who, you know, they were blessed. I know one person in particular, not going to call their name out, but, you know, they graduated from high school and they went straight into a job, and they've been working that job ever since. I got another friend who, like a lot of us, work part-time jobs, McDonald's, Burger King, and then he eventually got a job working in the medical field, and he's coming up on, I think, his 23rd or 24th year. He's getting ready with his exit strategy, getting ready to pay his house off and live the good life, I guess, you know, and travel and do it. Well, he travels now, but, you know, my point in sharing this with you is the importance of purpose. You know, you really need to find what that purpose is. Because, so I'm going to recap. This is all that I'm going to go into. Now, chapter 2, we're going to be talking about the nature of purpose. So on Monday, I'll be going, because I'm going to stick with this book for a while. And if you want to pick this book up, you know, here it is, Miles Monroe, The Pursuit of Purpose. I'm sure you can find it on Amazon or your local bookstore. But we're going to go over these principles, and you may want to write these down. So I'm going to go slow because it's 8 different principles. I can't count. Principle number 1. Is the only true measure of success. It is not money. It is not cars. It's not things, because everything that you accumulate when you die, someone else is going to get it. You can't even take the money with you, you know. And there's a funny story about that, but I'm not going to do that. Number 3, fulfilling purpose must be the primary goal of every person. Let me say that again. Fulfilling purpose must be the primary goal of every person. Everything in life has a purpose. That's number 4. Number 5, purpose is the original intent in the mind of the creator that motivated him to create a particular item. And that's universal. I just think about all the things that you have learned from those jobs that will help. Exactly, brother. That was part of the journey. Was definitely, because some of those skills, because I've worked in the mortgage business, I've worked in health and fitness, I've done a lot of different things, and all of those things do come into play. So it wasn't a total waste, but I didn't get that fulfillment that I have now because of where I am today. Number 6, purpose always precedes production, meaning the purpose has already been designated, and then the product is made, whether it's a human being, a car, or whatever. All things begin and end with purpose. And finally, number 8, God created you with a definite purpose in mind. All right, that's all that I have for you today. Again, we're going to be going over this book, The Pursuit of Purpose by Miles Monroe. Monday, we're going to be going over chapter 2, the nature of purpose. And I also want to give a shout out to one of my colleagues and a woman that I admire, Christine Ruiz. I'm kind of following in her footsteps because she does a lot of mind and personal development. And I just want to follow up on some of the things that she does. We're going in a kind of a different direction, but we're definitely going to be doing these kinds of lives for a while, because I believe it's essential that you get your mindset right, that you develop yourself personally, because it doesn't do you any good to make money or anything like that if you're a butthole, because it's money is a magnifier. Money is a tool. If money is your God, you're never gonna be satisfied. Because here's the thing, some people have this bad relationship with money, and they like, well, rich people are mean and evil. Well, I need to find that out for sure. But the truth is, if you're inherently a good person and you get more money, then you're going to become a better person. You're going to be able to do more good. But if you're a butthole, then you're going to be able to do more butthole things with the more money that you have, you know. So again, I appreciate everybody that's been on here with me. Again, I always ask you, I post this stuff on my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, please go and subscribe. The channel is JL Bumbrey. Please like and hit the notifications so you can see when I upload any new videos. And remember my motto. What was it? I got so many mottos, but here's one that goes with what we're talking about today. If you want something you've never had, become someone you've never been. Enough said. Later.